the right amount? What amount of life insurance do I need? That is like your death benefit. Think of like there's a couple types. There's term and permanent. Term insurance, if you die, your family or your spouse or whatever gets a chunk of money. So that's the first conversation. Doesn't so much matter if it's term or permanent, but what is the right amount is that's what we teach people, right? So if you're thinking like, what is the right amount? What we teach people is, well, think about insurance in general. If your house burns down, you want the company to send you a check to replace the value of your house, right? So life insurance, if let's say I pass away and I make X amount of dollars per year, well, my spouse is going to be out that money for my working careers, right? So it's just a formula that the insurance companies look at and say, hey, the most we can get you is income times number of years until 65 or whatever the retirement age is, right? And that's the amount, right? The type of insurance is more based on the cash flow. What amount of money do you have, and if you're working with me, preferably what did we free up, or what money were we able to create to fund your life insurance? And then we can get into like the type of insurance, right? I love permanent insurance that builds cash inside of it, right? What if there was a place you could store your cash and have access to it, and it grows tax free? It's protected from creditors. If you lose a lawsuit or whatever, it can't go down in value. It's not tied to the stock market, and you can borrow against it whenever without credit approval, right? That's the right type of insurance over time. Is how do we position or place you in a spot where you can have access to the money you're putting into it, you can use it to borrow against and add assets. And then we also teach people, you actually want the death benefit, you want the permanent insurance in retirement, because it allows you to spend and enjoy the money you've saved over the years, right? And so what it actually helps you do is, it's called life insurance. You can use it while you're alive if you know what you're doing. Most people think of it as death insurance, meaning, well, probably not going to die. I'll take my chances, and I don't need that much because then I'll save money on the premiums. If that's you, like, I just encourage you to open your mind a little bit. I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm a male. Instinctively, we don't think we're ever going to die, right? But I don't mind having insurance because I know how to use it. I borrow against the cash all the time, and I invest. I own real estate. I buy crypto. I fund businesses. I use the money while I'm alive, and I'm glad that I'm paying for the permanent stuff over time. And I still have term too. It's not to say one's good and one's bad. It's just more so if you have a process, we'll teach you like what's the right amount. And then based on the cash available to fund it, maybe we have some term, maybe we have all term, maybe we have some of both, right? And the reason we want it permanent in retirement, just to recap, is, right, to have strategies to actually have more money while you're alive.